Hi, my name is Ellie Neese. I'm in Communications 101, and today I'll be sharing my persuasive presentation on leadership and communication pathways to success. So, imagine a workplace where every team member feels empowered and motivated, kind of like in this picture. Now, imagine that it's you who's making all this happen through transformative leadership and communication. Sounds pretty great, right? Today, I'll be showing you how embracing effective leadership and communication strategies can create success for you and your teams. I've studied leadership and communication strategies extensively and researched how they apply to real-world scenarios. Whether you're a current or aspiring leader, mastering these skills is essential to creating a thriving, successful team environment. Together, we'll explore why effective leadership traits matter, adaptive leadership styles, as well as strategic group communications, and how adopting all of these can transform your impact on others. So first, let's start with what makes a great leader. Effective leaders can earn influence through actions and character, not just a title. Effective leaders listen actively, embrace innovation, act ethically, and adapt to new challenges. These traits aren't just nice to have, they're essential. Leaders who actively listen and adapt inspire trust and collaboration. Let's take a moment to reflect on the vital trait of active listening. I want you guys to ask yourselves, are you listening to understand or just to respond? You should be doing the former, listening to understand, which builds relationships with your team members and enhances productivity. Adopting these traits not only builds your credibility, but motivates and elevates your team's performance. Next, let's consider leadership styles. So leadership styles are not a one-size-fits-all. For example, an authoritarian approach may work in emergencies, but it stifles creativity. A democratic style fosters morale and collaboration. Servant leadership prioritizes team support. Transformational leaders inspire through shared goals and trust. The best leaders are flexible, adapting their styles to fit their team's needs. Adaptive leadership is tailoring your approach based on the situation, and it ensures better outcomes. For instance, you can use a more direct style in crisis, but switch to a democratic or servant leadership for team building and morale. Let's take a moment to reflect on your own leadership styles. So assess your current style and ask yourself, am I adapting to my team's needs? Commit to learning situational leadership skills to enhance your effectiveness. Remember, sticking to one rigid leadership style limits your potential. Instead, be flexible to maximize your team's engagement and productivity. Finally, let's talk communication. Team cohesion thrives on shared goals and relationships. Use practices like brainstorming or round robin to give everyone a voice. Need a refresher on those practices? It's okay, I got you. Brainstorming is freely sharing ideas to boost creativity and ensures that everyone's voice is heard. The main goal is to think of as many ideas as possible. Round robin is a similar concept. Everyone sits together and everyone is allotted a specific amount of time to speak uninterrupted. The goal here is that everyone's opinions are heard. Effective communication is really what knits together individuals of varying talents and perspectives into a cohesive, high-performing unit. It fosters an environment where problems are swiftly identified, solutions are collaboratively crafted, and success is celebrated. Be the leader that facilitates this type of communication. One thing that leaders need to avoid is pitfalls like groupthink. And remember, groupthink is just this crazy psychological phenomenon that occurs when a group of people prioritize a consensus and basically just making a decision over critical thinking when making those decisions. So I see this all the time happening when people sometimes just want a meeting to end. And remember, to prevent this shallow consensus and poor decision making, increase awareness, emphasize critical thinking, and engage in open discussions. Structured communication also prevents misunderstandings and promotes cohesion. So for a minute, let's reflect on communication. Ask yourself, how can I foster open communication? Will you adopt the discussion methods I mentioned earlier? And either way, implementing these strategies creates an environment where innovation thrives and challenges are addressed effectively. Bring these methods to your next meeting, and I know that you'll see immediate improvements in engagement and outcomes. So now that we've explored all these strategies, let's recap how you can apply them and lead with purpose. Embracing leadership traits, adaptive leadership styles, and strategic communication practices isn't just helpful, it's a necessity. These skills are the foundation of personal and team success. Reflect on your leadership traits. Adapt your leadership style to fit the moment. Implement communication strategies that foster collaboration. Start today. You can practice active listening, learning new leadership styles, or fostering inclusive group communication. By committing to these strategies, you can lead confidently, communicate effectively, and inspire those around you. Leadership traits, adaptive styles, and structured communication are the cornerstones of successful teams. Remember, great leaders aren't born, they're shaped by their willingness to grow and inspire others. Commit today to becoming the leader your team needs, and success will follow. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. And this last slide includes the references that I used. Again, I appreciate you guys for listening. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to reply. Thank you.